Okay, welcome back everyone to the deep dive. This is episode 81. Last time, we left Dante in the heaven of the sun. Remember those amazing wisdom spirits?
Right, yeah, all dancing together, this incredible image of like perfectly integrated knowledge and harmony, divine order, really.
Exactly. So today, we're going further. We're diving into the 14th canto of Paradise. And our mission really is to see what practical stuff, useful lessons we can pull out for ourselves.
hmm For our own journey through life, drawn directly from this part of the poem.
Yeah, what can Paradise teach us? It's interesting how these sort of theological points in the poem actually touch on things we all experience.
Definitely. It's surprisingly relevant.
Okay, so they're still in the heaven of the sun for a bit,
hmm
and Beatrice asks this really interesting question. It's about the resurrection. When the blessed get their physical bodies back,
Uh-huh.
how are they going to handle all that incredibly intense divine light? It sounds like it might be too much, right? Almost painful.
You'd think so. It seems like a paradox. But then Solomon steps in, well, speaks from within the circle of spirits.
And what does he say?
He gives this profound answer. Basically, the resurrected body, it's not a problem. It's not a hindrance at all. In fact, it actually amplifies their ability to take in the divine vision. The body becomes more perfect through holiness. It helps them experience God more fully.
Wow, okay, so it's the opposite of what you might expect. Unlike, say, the sinners in hell whose forms got all twisted.
Exactly. It's not about the body being a limitation you have to escape. It's about it being transformed, becoming part of that perfection.
That feels like lesson number one right there. This idea of integration, body and spirit, the whole person matters on this journey.
Precisely. Human perfection in Dante's vision includes the body, but transfigured. It's not about denying the physical, but elevating it.
Okay, that's a huge takeaway already.
Yeah.
So with that understanding, Dante and Beatrice then ascend. They go up to the fifth heaven, which is Mars.
And the scene changes completely. The vibe is different.
What do they see?
They see this enormous glowing cross, just radiating light. But it's not just abstract light. It's actually formed by the souls of warrior saints.
Warrior saints, so like fighters for the faith.
Spirits known for their courage and righteous action. And they're moving, singing within this cross shape. It's described as incredibly beautiful, almost overwhelming.
So intense, Dante can't even make out the individual figures inside the light.
Right. The collective light and song are just that powerful.
Now, you mentioned this is significant. How so? Connect to anything earlier.
It does, yeah. Think back to Canto 4 of Hell, the noble castle where the virtuous pagans were. That was also this kind of perfect shape, a circle.
Right, full of philosophers, poets, great minds.
Great minds, yes, representing human wisdom and virtue, but without faith, without that divine connection. Here in Mars, you have another perfect shape, the cross, but it's alive. It's animated by action, by sacrifice.
Ah, okay. So it's like the contemplation we saw in the heaven of the sun is now balanced or complemented by action and sacrifice here in Mars?
Exactly. It's showing that the path involves both. Knowing the truth, contemplating it, and acting on it, defending it, even suffering for it.
So another lesson then. There's a real beauty and a divine harmony in that kind of courageous action, in fighting for what's right, in making sacrifices. It's not just about quiet reflection.
Definitely. Your efforts, your struggles for good, they have their own kind of sacred beauty in this vision.
Something else that keeps coming up is how Dante has to adjust to the light. It gets brighter and brighter as he goes up.
Yes, that's a constant. He can't just jump into the full intensity. He has to adapt gradually. His eyes, his whole being need to adjust step by step.
Which feels very human, very relatable.
It really is, and it's a powerful metaphor for spiritual growth, isn't it? It's usually not this sudden zap of enlightenment. It's a process. It takes patience.
You have to sort of train yourself, build up your capacity for more light, more understanding, higher experiences.
That's a key lesson, too. Growth requires patience and progressive adaptation. You build on what came before.
And one more thing, maybe circling back. Solomon's whole explanation about the body. It came because Beatrice asked out of love, thinking about the resurrected saints.
Exactly. Her question was prompted by her love and connection to others, and that itself tells us something important.
Which is?
That love for others, those affective bonds, they aren't obstacles to spiritual growth when they're purified. They don't just tie you down to the world.
So love can actually help you ascend.
Yes. In its highest form, love for family, for friends, for humanity becomes this transformative energy. It actually helps lift you. It's part of the journey upward.
Okay, so if we pull it all together from Canto 14, We've got the integration of body and spirit.
Your whole self matters.
Then finding value and beauty in action and sacrifice, not just contemplation.
The importance of doing.
Understanding that growth is gradual, it takes patience, you need to adapt.
Step by step.
And finally, seeing love, purified love, as this powerful, elevating force.
Yeah, these are really practical insights, things you can actually reflect on in your own life, pulled right out of Paradise.
They really are. It shows the journey isn't about cutting parts of yourself off, but integrating and elevating everything.
Well said.
So as we finish this deep dive for today, maybe hold on to those ideas. Your body, your efforts, your patience, your love, they're all part of it.
And maybe a final thought to chew on. How can you start seeing your own challenges, the things you strive for, maybe even your sacrifices, not just as burdens or struggles,
That is what?
but as part of a beautiful process, something that's actually refining you, elevating you, kind of like that intense light in Paradise, is perfecting the blessed.
Seeing the struggle itself as transformative. It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
Okay, we'll leave it there for today. We'll continue our journey deeper into Paradise next time. Thanks for joining us.